Okay then. So, we're starting a new playthrough of Satisfactory in the Dune Desert, starting here, but we'll be moving throughout the entire map, and we're going to skip the onboarding. Okay, see you next time. I'll skip the onboarding process, so we'll see. See ya. And now we're gonna start this up. So we're just gonna get through this as fast as we can, because I've been wanting to play this again for a little bit. So we'll see. So we're just gonna get through this as fast as we can, because I've been wanting to play this again for a little bit. So we'll see. Hopefully it loads sometime soon here. We'll see here if it's gonna load. Okay. I am playing with a couple mods installed. A little jittery here at the moment. So we'll see. Where is iron? Here's iron. This is actually what I wanted for the thumbnail, but I probably didn't do it, so it doesn't look like it did it. I don't know where I want to set up. I didn't want to do the northern forest again because they're actually going to update the northern forest, and depending on how long that goes, it's not going to be good. Okay. So, we're going to have to set up the hub at some point. I started up here before. That was alright. Might actually be good to head up over there. There we go. He's down. Head up over this way. That's great. A little jittery as we go side to side here. Here was actually a decent starting place back in these rocks. I mean, we could essentially travel the whole map to find somewhere to live, but let's go here. Is probably good. There's limestone there. Yep. And there's other things elsewhere. Been a while since I played, so we'll see how this goes. And still don't have those. Got it. We're gonna need to actually, no, this is the better side of the desert, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the other side has some useful stuff, but we'll see. Give me 2 seconds here. this on it. Some of these mods I'm not entirely sure how to use, but they're good mods from what I've heard of. And they're not like, I have one that expands the inventory just to make it a little easier for everything to like run and work. And I have what other mods do I have? I have like 7 mods installed or something like that. So we need to get some biomass, which should be actually right over this area. And there should be like copper over this way. There's some iron there. I know that I have this thingy, but I've kinda played this area a bunch of times actually. And I don't think it's too hard. It's actually like a fun area. It's just your oil's that way. Yeah, this is the copper I was talking about. And this is actually the area I was going for because we need a bunch of biomass starting off. So hopefully we'll get a decent amount of biomass here. That we can burn. Update 5, I think, is actually around the corner, sort of. It's coming later this fall, apparently. So we'll see. As we go through here, this might end up being our first coal location. Not up on this hill, but on the other side over there. Where is your carapace? There it is. Okay. So we'll probably get a lot of our biomass here for a while. Especially once we get a chainsaw. But for now, we'll just be going like this. We'll see. Okay. I should have done something. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can do something when we get back. Oh, it's the first time I've noticed that. That's actually pretty nice. A planet off in the background that we can see. It's pretty interesting. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I think I should be able to craft biomass. At least, like, regular biomass. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Should craft it all. So we can get that iron going up above, or down there actually. That's 1, that's 2, and we got plenty of supply. Okay. I'm used to hearing like everything turn on again from past times, and then so what we actually need to do at the moment is put a smelter here and constructor right after it. And we got this. With this, we can go from here to there, from there to there, and then, after that, we can put it in a box. Where is the box? There's the box. And we go from box into box. So this will be making iron ingots, and this will be making iron plates. Now this isn't the most efficient setup, but we can actually make a more efficient setup at the moment. And there'll be even faster ways, multiple ways to do that. And that's what I like about this game. Because this is taking most of them, no, all of them actually, but this is only taking 30 iron ore, and this is actually making 30 iron ore. So actually this is pretty alright for now. But we are going to need to unlock that over there. We need to unlock something else up in this thing. So we should start unlocking. Actually, we can unlock that right away, which that's one of the mods. Logistics is pretty important, but for now, we'll just unlock that, which is free. Which, that mod just allows me to have endless amounts of inventory, and it's just easier. You can have all the things you need and not have to constantly run back to where you were. It's just easier. That was weird. This game is in early access, but it's a pretty stable game from what I've played so far. What's our closest copper? That way? Okay. We need to get copper wire and cable set up. And so, this could be very interesting. Let me know if you have any issues with the stream so far, or any questions, and I'll answer them. Let me know any other games you might want to see me play, or you've seen me play on my channel, that you want me to continue. I will definitely get right on it. If you want me to see it, I'll take a look at it and see if it's worth playing, or I think it will be a good fit. Okay. So this is going to make wire, copper, I've played some Dyson Sphere program, which I actually like quite a lot, and I think it's a pretty interesting game. Okay. Yeah. I am doing my Dyson Sphere program controls. That's the problem with going back to a game you haven't played with in a while. It's like you're used to other games' controls. Okay. Now we just take this way. And this way. Oh, it does reach. Okay. Let's turn this system on, which this one is hopefully not fully efficient, so we can change that. Yes, 120 per minute. Our belt can't handle that. So we will want to upgrade the belt. We don't have another upgrade, but this is only taking 30 copper ore. So once we unlock splitters, we can split this off, put this here. This takes 15 per minute, so we can actually split this off here and make even more production. And that's what I like about this game. The more things you unlock, the more you're able to rapidly expand and create more production lines and faster production lines. So we want to unlock that as one of our first things. Do we have another iron ore? Oh, there's one this way. that one I'm actually going to save, because I'm going to use that probably for steel later on. Just because I know there's a coal node over there, which, I mean, we could use for coal power, but there's no water nearby, which we'll get to that later on.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Oh, multi-node here. So just for now, this is going to be our iron rod production, and maybe later on, or actually reinforced iron plates production, because I think this is enough for it. Normal. Impure. That might be enough. Depends. Okay. Smelter. Ooh. I did something. That's part of a mod, and I can't afford this. Okay. We'll be back for that. Can't even do that. Okay. Time to go back to the home. Eventually, we'll get scaffolding, or foundation actually, and that'll make things easier. Okay, autosaves freak the game out here, so just gotta pause here for a second, get a drink. Okay, back to it. So, oh, everything got a little long. Okay, there we go. Those are poisonous, and they're horrible, horrible human things. Okay, that should be enough for now. Eventually, we're gonna build a Central base. Oh, that's smart. That's smart settings, actually. So this is one of the mods. So it's just, you know, a bunch of different stuff that allows me to build faster when we're building constructors, like these actually smelters. You can build mass amounts of smelters at once, which is nice. There. Place that here. Go up this way. Iron ingots. There we go. Constructor. And this is a production line. I know I can split off to make more. Oh. Iron rods. Bolts. And now we got basic production lines up and running. And now we're also almost out of warrior, so we're not going to actually make it back to base, which is going to be a problem. So we need a decent amount of wire. Okay, that's good enough. We might actually still not make it back to base. Well, maybe, because base is like right there, where that exclamation mark is exclaiming things. Okay. And that pole is now full, which means that production line is all good, I think. Okay, now we just kind of have to wait a little bit until we unlock logistics. But I want to go set up concrete at that limestone node right there. Which I think there's actually a big baddie over here, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, and here's the iron node. Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't the one I was thinking about. Or it was, just from a different series. Okay. This is where it'd be nice to have foundation, because we can just build our way up. this a pure one? Yes, it is. That's good. So this is one of the materials that, depending on how you play, you use a lot of or some of. This actually doesn't need that. It only needs one of these. And this is a strange one. Okay, can't even do that. Okay. Well, just some casual clipping. And we can't afford much of anything because we're poor. But it's going to be concrete. Let's see what our copper node has got us. This is going to be a lot of waiting, but we'll see. I have a decent amount of cable at the moment. Alright, is that enough? No. Okay. Okay. That's dangerous to go to. That center rough, but might as well, right? Enemies spawn on that side. I'm just gonna go up here. If you want to collect these power slugs dropped, because they give you useful stuff. They didn't even that wasn't even a challenge. So the tiers are green, yellow, purple. Green is right in front of us, and green's the lowest level. It only gives 1 power shard. Yellow gives 2, and purple gives 5. Probably should have done that better, but that's sometimes how things are. Can't afford. Nope, okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some more work there. We're gonna have to go get some more rods. How's the power grid holding up? Oh. Yikes. Okay. This is the main problem in this game at the moment. You are constantly running out of power. You make a new power system, you get everything built to get close to the next one, you're like a couple unlocks off, and just, especially in the early game. And so it's actually just really annoying to deal with, especially when they're not automatically fed, because you need to focus on upgrading your factory. But to upgrade your factory right now, I have to keep feeding these with biomass, and I have to keep running out and getting the biomass and running back, which isn't fun necessarily. I mean, it's worth it to progress through, but there's not much. There's a rewarding factor of working through it. Sorry about that. But other than that, because it's really rewarding once you get your first coal setup started, and it's like sometimes you're working on the power setup, you don't have enough power to turn on the power setup, so you're just like constantly flicking the fuse box. Okay, box. And now we're kind of rich, but then again poor, because we need a lot more resources, and we can't really do anything about it besides tapping more nodes, which we don't really want to do, because our power network can't handle it. So we just kind of got to wait and get the splitters up. There's no cost in transmission that I know of for the power. It looks pretty nice at night, but it also doesn't look the best. Let's see if there's any options to save that, to change that. Ah, yes. Unlimited FPS. Let's cap it at 60, because otherwise that'll be a problem. seeing if there's any gamma. That does not look the best. You guys see it all right there? Gamma at 2. Okay, we need to go get some more biomass ready. This is the constant struggle with this, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this live stuff. And there's some poisonous gas damage, because I wanted to show you everything I have to work on to get it through most of the games I play with, because there's definitely a grind in most of these, and it would be fun to take you guys along for the journey. We'll see here how this all turns out. And there is our first fuse broken of the series, which I knew was going to happen. Okay, let's actually go to an area that gives more wood. Another autosave. I really shouldn't probably increase those, especially when you get later on, but because they get to be 10 seconds until it autosaves, and then it's like 10 seconds till it's done autosaving. And so when it autosaves, it takes like forever. Okay, well, there we go. This infinite inventory, not infinite, but extensive inventory is pretty nice. And this actually is not good right now, because our factory isn't running while we're out. So we're actually not making anything back at base. There we go. So this is another oasis ahead that I had a base close to in a couple playthroughs actually, I think. Let's see how many saves I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games with probably 500 hours across them all. Yeah. It's quite fun. Okay. I got pelted. Guy has like super speed. Okay. Over here, there's roots, which give you a lot more wood, and wood gives you a lot more. This is a slug, as you can see by the things on top, and it's only a green slug, which is kind of weird. By most of their rules, that should be a yellow slug. Of course. Oh, Ada doesn't talk. Okay. Usually Ada talks at that. There was one time where I was harvesting by hand like this, and I was actually getting more wood than I was leaves, which is very hard to do. Which we might end up actually doing over here. Again. And this is actually like the most worst area to pick up biomass. So it's literally just all over the place. And it's wood biomass too. I think the one across the desert is pretty good too. Wow, okay. Getting close. Not close enough though. I don't know what I just picked up there. Okay. This might be plenty of biomass. I really need to get solid biofuel at some point here, which is really nice. Really nice fuel. There we go. More wood than leaves. Okay. Back to hub. we'll see here how long it takes to get back to the hub. There we go. Sorry about that. I switched my headset around and it just completely did not register that because I have a wireless one that can be put into a wired mode. So I figured, might as well try it out and see if it changes any of the audio levels. So tell me if you tell any difference between the start of the stream and the other part of the stream. Okay. Let's get around here. Okay. There we go. Okay. There's no achievements on this game yet, which could be fun, and I'm playing this through the Epic Game Store because that's the only way I could have got this game for a little while, and I got it then instead of when it was on Steam, which it is now. Okay. Let's get the biomass burners up and running. So what I just did there was middle clicked on the biomass burner to allow it to redo itself, to like copy it. Okay, now we just need to get those, because we should be good for a little while on power consumption. Those are auto adjusting their power consumption. So if I don't need that much power, they won't produce it. The rest of the power plants in the game consume 100%, always. The nodes don't run out. It's not an infinite world. But there is a lot of nodes, and you can do a lot of things with them, unless you're trying to make them like 20 of the most complicated item per minute. Then I don't think that's possible. Not sure. Haven't tried. But I don't think that's possible. I think you can get maybe 10, 15 per minute. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but those are pretty complex items where you're probably making like 2,000 iron ingots per minute. You gotta wait until that's done. Let's go check on wire production. See how that's doing over there. I tried to stream on Twitch at one point, actually recently. That didn't necessarily go the best. Well, it was actually surprisingly decent, but I wanted to try it here too, so that's what this stream is. This is me picking stuff off the belt. So, hopefully we can get enough rods quickly enough. Which usually I don't have a problem with the rods. Sorry, excuse me. I have more problem with the iron plates than I do the rods. Okay, we gotta wait here for a little while. See how this goes. Okay, let's see how long this is going to take. We're getting pretty low on health too. Interesting. Production. Let's craft some more biomass while we're waiting. Hopefully we can get through a lot of things today. $28 more iron rods. We'll see. This first part is pretty slow, but it does get, like, exploring can be pretty boring, which you have to do to get hard drives which unlock alternate recipes, so I could make like more iron ingots per minute with a different type of building, or I can make the reinforced iron plates for constructors differently. It just enables me to do other ways of doing stuff. We can actually help ourselves along here. Placing down the craftsbench again. Because might as well, if it's taking a while. Do 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 do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on here. I'm going to try to do something. Okay. We have enough. Let's go back over here. This way. And now we got logistics.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the
And there's
complexity
Ada
and efficiency
talking
of your
away,
factories.
like she usually
We
does.
encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Okay, I'm going to try to do something quickly here. If it will let me. Here goes nothing. That didn't work. I'm trying to change the thumbnail right now on the thingy. So, there we go. It's saved. Okay, back to the game. Okay. I hate that. And there we go. It updated. Okay. We need to make some reinforced iron plates, which take this, screws, and then iron plates, which that crafted like 2, and that was about it. And that's all of our stuff wasted on iron plates, which is always fun. Okay. And here's our first actual good use of the conveyor splitter, which we can't afford because we are out of a lot of things actually. And one of those being iron rods, which we could actually fix. Yay! Iron rods. We can fix them. We're going to have to wait. I can take that back and get some iron rods. Ooh, actually, it's going pretty fast now. But let's make this even faster. So we can split it off there too. But we actually need that back again. Yay. And now we're heading back. Which I know there's like a huge delay on this. So it's like I'm saying something and then a minute later it'll pop up. And it's not like here as in the stream side, it's like from through YouTube servers. It's really weird. But that's how YouTube is. Okay. Next, concrete foundations. Most important technology whatsoever. Best technology in the game. We just cement the whole thing. Blade runners would be nice. They just enable me to go faster, but blade runners would be so nice. I could move around so quickly then. That's the next objective. I started to hear myself, and that was weird. And then I fixed the problem. Okay, let's craft a bunch of cable, so we have it, and that's enough cable. Next part. Can you conveyor splitter should be put in 4. Then this should be put in 5. Okay. Can't even get up there. That's why we have temporary walkways. Okay. Conveyor. Okay, that didn't work. We're going to have to straighten this out. This isn't fun. Because we might as well put it like down here. Structure. That didn't work. Put something on like this side. And then put a box. There. Wire. Wire. Okay, let's try and fix the clipping issue here. That fixes one part. That fixes another. So, this should be running at capacity. And so this is making a bunch of wire. But sadly, this isn't making enough for the next part, because I need to use that wire for personal use. So I need to make cables though, and those are also for personal use. So what we have to do is we have to split it off this way, down, kind of, not smelter, yes smelter, okay, but smelter like here. I know that's kind of behind where we need it. That there. And now we're out of that. Okay, so we actually don't have to run back to base. It might seem like that, but I think I can actually get around that. As long as it's not being weird. Which of course it has to be. And I actually can't afford, so we should be able to fix that problem here. In a trusty dusty bench. So we need 4 more reinforced iron plates, which is going to be hopefully possible. Guess we're making 5. Everything in this game except biomass collection, and is every item in this game except biomass collection and a couple collectible items are fully able to be automated in some way. Which even like this can be automated, we just need to give it this as input. There we go. Craft a bunch of cable. And that's actually enough, because we'll eventually end up with boxes of that stuff. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is going to be wire. I need you to just take all of that. And you to take all of that. Okay. Okay, I guess it can go level with that. And it's not even, it didn't even deploy the legs. Okay, that's fun. And now we have to go across this tiny little area. Down to that box. That box is fun. Okay. Link. Okay. You should end up with plenty of materials here. Plenty. And I just kind of blocked myself. Encroaching another person's clearance. Okay. That works. This is about to be some spaghetti wiring. It can't even be placed. Okay. That like there. Okay, there we go. That's better. And without any organization at the moment, it is a pain to work with. Any grid snapping or anything like that. Well, I mean, there was some snapping. Okay. Okay. Connect that up. Let's connect it to that. Put that there. Cable. Fully optimized. Automated. There. Words. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Like that should work. So this is all the copper we'll ever need. Well, no. We're going to need a lot more copper. But, for now, it's good. Okay. Okay. We'll take this. We need to go get some more iron rods. Iron rods over yonder. Do 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 do. Okay. We'll see here. We'll see. I might do my next stream actually on Twitch, which is a little weird because it's a weird name. Well, it's the same name, just slightly modified. Same profile picture though, which has changed. And I made that thing slightly. I changed some colors and did some work on it that I wanted. Made it my own. There we go.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
Now's when we need lots and lots of concrete. guess this will be our next thing for now. Lookout tower, the main thing. Foundations and walls. Doesn't really matter what size foundation to use. You kind of want to align it. And I actually want to go build this out over that way. And build this up on top of this thing. Just so we have a higher starting location where we can cart everything over. And it'd be great to line this to the north. That's about as good as we're gonna get. And that was part of Smart, where I can just go like that. And then have a foundation. And it tells me how much I require, and I have to pay for it. So it's a nice mod. And I can't even afford that. There we go. So this allows me to align things on a grid. And having it go in the cardinal directions allows it for, if I'm connecting things, it might be easier to hook them up, or at least look nicer. So now we can rearrange production lines all we want, but we need more concrete before we touch any of that. I do need some cable. Some of that. Good there, actually. We'll probably just end up crafting those 300 screws. Because getting 300 screws isn't hard. Or automating that isn't hard. But it's just better if I figure out, just craft it, handcraft it. There's not many things that need it, and if it does, I just usually end up handcrafting screws, or I steal it from a screw production line that goes into something else. Wow. 300 screw time. Just sit here and wait for it. Very entertaining content, I know. So hopefully this will do really well. If you like what I do here on this channel, please send it to other people and let them know. It would really help the channel grow, and especially if you subscribed and even liked the video or the stream, depending on what you're watching. But we're going to continue on here and continue to do wonderful things in the Satisfactory world that totally we won't be blowing up with explosives or any other kind of thing.
The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
Oh, we're done. Yeah. kind of forget sometimes. Alien organs, flower petals, nutrients. You want your nutrients.
New object added to the object scanner.
This is where you unlock kind of like side quest events and stuff like that. It's very interesting.
Unlocked.
I kind of know where Quartz is on the map, but it's not really worth going for right now. I know where a strange metal is too. It actually might be better to build the base up here, closer to the actual hub. But we will eventually probably move the hub. Let me know if you want me to just skip the early game. There is a way I can do that. With mods I do have installed. I won't be using them unless it's necessary, or you guys want me to progress a little bit faster. But I won't over-abuse them. Because there's a mod I have installed that I can show you. It's that pack utility mod where I can do this and I can fly without any cost or anything else, which is nice if I'm like trying to get a picture of our starting factory, like, or to show something like this where we have our copper there, our very glitchy flying thing coming in, we have our iron rods there, iron plates there, concrete down there. And this also has like God mode and stuff. I don't usually like using that. And if I'm not careful, I could die while using this. I think there's also a way to like give items or something like that. But that's like not fun to use. It kind of breaks the game, but for what I just did there to kind of like show what we've accomplished so far, it's nice. As we walk around in this wonderful world, we actually should figure out what we're going to unlock next. Search assembly, obstacle clearing. That is what we want. 500 screws. Not possible. Might be worth setting up like a temporary screw thing. But we should set up... Actually, we should set up more rods first. More rods work. Which we can have our plates and rods both come from this. And I forgot, I am poor. I'm used to just building those non-stop. Let's see how many we can spare one. Okay. Nope. Yep. Okay, this is where we have to move this back a little bit more. I know I probably shouldn't be expanding this with plans to actually just kind of move out, to be fair. But to get started, you have to make reasonable amounts of material. And then we are good. Now we put we actually don't. But I can make a screw setup that isn't overly complicated and doesn't have one of these big boxes eating up all our rods for no reason. I just need 2 more reinforced iron plates, which is going to be the first thing we automate. That's not that very complex, but for us right now, it is decently complex. So screws, it's very, very, very hard production line of these screws. It's just not. It's very challenging. Not for every kind of person. You really have to know how to do that. That's just gotta fill up automatically. It's not that hard actually. It's gotta fill up that one internal thing because I usually never need more than 500. And so there's gotta be 500 sitting there for when I need them and they're not in my inventory. I just grab them and then I move on. Which I'm actually gonna make 500 screws right now. Because we need to. Obstacle clearing is one of the best early game things to get. Don't get it right away though. I mean, you could make this by hand, but don't. Screws, on the other hand, those are not fun. Because when you get into ratios with the screws, I know, ratios, but when you get into ratios with the screws in actual constructors, they like require a strange amount. It's almost like green circuits in Factorio, if you know what Factorio is, which is a very similar game to this, except it's 2D in an infinite world. But it's 3 constructors of iron rods to every 2 constructors of iron screws, which we'll actually be using that very soon here. But first, this. We need to get the space elevator pretty soon here. Otherwise, we are going to be screwed. Screw joke. I didn't even try and do that. Yes, I will be playing Update 5 as soon as it comes out. We will be moving to the Northern Forest to figure that out.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally,
chainsaw.
your pocket dimension.
That's what we need. This way. We need more cable. Probably, yes, we do. We always kind of need more wire. Let's add that on the to-do list. So whenever we're not working on something like that, we can work towards that, which we will use most of those materials anyways. So it's not going to really be worth it. But we will continue. Chainsaw. We need a lot more screws. Just a lot more screws. Let's see what our screw production is like. A very great screw production. We need more concrete production too, but I think that requires better everything, to be fair. This way, this way, this way. 144 screws. That is not enough, but it's a great start. At best. And all of them are going into here. Okay, no. It literally like steals all the iron rods. Oh yeah, because those stack to 200 now. I keep forgetting they changed like everything in Update 4. And it's like, I was so used to Update 3. Even Update 1, I was like more used to that. I had to almost disassemble my, well, I almost did disassemble my whole world. I actually mostly did. And then just, this was too much work to fix the save. Because I had to disassemble stuff to get power started. But I also needed to create these copper sheets. And I wasn't that far. Actually, I kind of was, because I had fuel generators going. And trains. No uranium yet, though. Which is like end game. That's like tier 8 now. Ah, yes. 5 of these. 5 very fresh iron plates. As it hovers and descends. The drone does. Hovers, descends on us. Very good drone. Very good. There we go. Chainsaw we can't afford. Let's go. More screws. Don't know how many we need. I think it's like 160. Maybe it's 150. Not a big difference though. Oh. Okay, now we need solid biofuel. Because solid biofuel. And actually we are going to shut down our factory. Watch this. Force shut down the factory. Like I said, force shut down the factory. Solid biofuel. First that biofuel. Now solid biofuel. That's a lot of solid biofuel. And the chainsaw starts. Okay. Let's see how far we get. Let's see. Hopefully it goes alright. We kinda need to get the factory back up and running again. But let's hope. And that is the weather alarm. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay. There we go. Still working on it. The weather alarm was nothing, just a watch for the area. And hopefully this goes faster, but we need to get the factory back and up and running. This is like too much time for the factory to be down. Boop, boop, boop. 38. 38. 38. I don't know if this actually increases power reduction, but this at least increases efficiency of the biomass burners. No, it does not increase power production. But that is fine. We need to set up something, because I don't want to be sitting here for 3 years. Not what I actually wanted to do. Because I said I didn't want to be sitting here for 3,000 years. Okay, here we go. Good enough. Organization. Storage container. Box. Solid biofuel. Ugh. Words. Can't afford. More iron rods. I can throw that much in right now. And it can't connect it to anything. There we go. Fixed that issue. And now iron rods. We will see. That they are still hogging all my iron rods. So I don't like having screw production because it is hogging all my rods. Yay. Doesn't look... Oh yeah, it looks pretty dark on YouTube. Sorry about that. There's not much I can do. I mean, there is lights in this game now, but that takes a while to unlock. Into there. Boop. Most of the time, the biomass actual production does not work well. It creates way more than the belts you have to actually do stuff with the biomass, which is fine, especially on the wood. It's like quadruple what the belts can actually hold. So that's fun. And now we continue on with our journey of creating biomass production, which this is something I just do because I don't like sitting around crafting biomass. I'd rather be building the factory and expanding. So here we go. Here. Connect that there. We need 2 boxes on this side. One with leaves, one with wood. And wood. Wish there was one that was like straight biomass. But I understand why they can't do that. And so now, this will feed into these. Come this way. Go into this box. And slowly get crafted into biomass. As it can't keep up. The belt itself can't keep up, that is. We have plenty of biomass, I can tell you that. I don't know what tells me that, but we have plenty of it. Yay. What's next? We can actually make the space elevator, but we are not going to do part assembly. Because part assembly costs a lot of screws. And that's what we want to spend most of our time on, is waiting for screws to craft. And not having enough iron rods. There we go. Like that. Go around here. This way. Oh. Didn't realize those were actually lights in there. In the hub. Okay. This way. Iron rods. And screws. Because you can't have one, you can't have both. Okay, this is time to increase production of everything. If I remember correctly, this can actually take 4 smelters on it, but our belts cannot. Yes. No. It's can only take 2. Pure ones can only do that. Yeah. But no. Constructor that we can't craft again. Because no screws. 4 of these, please. There we go. This way. Place them down. And here we go. Good enough. Now we should not run out on iron rods. And if we do, we have a problem. Actually, we will, but for now, iron rod production is alright, at best. This looks horrible, but it does the job. Can't wait till that box is filled with all of them. Okay, that is barely anything. But it's what we have. They do take 15. Okay, we are good. This is just gonna keep not having enough until we figure out, until we like don't need screws anymore, which will happen soon. The pier note that way, yeah. Okay. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. I need some solid biofuel. Because while we're waiting, how's this looking? It's alright, but we will get some more biomass by clearing all the forests of every conceivable thing. Hopefully it does something. There we go. There we go. And cut down the forest.
The mycelia within this fungus suggests strong molecular bonding features frequently observed in adhesives and medicine, both beneficial for field research. The new
Whoopsies.
research tree can now be accessed in the map.
That's what we call easy mode. They hit me, they get destroyed. This definitely gives us a lot more leaves. But there's a lot here, so we could just endlessly cut. Next tree, cut. Next tree. Which that wasn't a tree, but there's plenty of biomass related stuff. keep chopping. I do it kind of sporadically because I don't want to take out all these trees yet. Which there's actually nothing useful over here, I don't think. So it wouldn't matter. Kind of would, but it wouldn't matter. These rocks are annoying though. So you try and get as many as you can. Okay, we might have a lot now. For now. And now we get out of here. Run. Cut another tree. Get rid of their forest. The less forest there is, the less I can't see them. Hey. Okay. Hi guys, how you doing? I should harvest that. Yoinks. Haha, funny. And now power grid's up. Yay! They are right on my tail. So many of your multiplayer friends come in, steal it from them, and then leave. Okay. Just keep going this way. Oh yeah, duh. We need to drop stuff off. Doop doop doop. This is wood. This is leaves. And we are going to have a lot more biomass. That won't last long. There we go. And here. For some reason these are more efficient. There we go. Back up and running for another little while. There we go. It's very toasty. Do we have any rods? We do. No way. No, we don't. I don't know how these machines stay running over here. It's so dusty. With all the sand. There we go. Up over this way. And not much there yet, which is fine. Oh yeah, the leaves aren't keeping up. Those are, because it's probably running half, third speed. Yeah. Boop, boop. Sort.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly of parts can now be automated. Project assembly parts can now be constructed and sent up via the space elevator.
No way.
No. Project parts are too complex to produce.
Oh yeah, there's like, you can like super zoom and you can super zoom out, like FOV at over 360. Oh, it's done. It's just right there. Interesting. It doesn't leave, it just goes like super high above, which makes sense. Production, we need rotors and more reinforced iron plates. We need like 8. We need actually like double that. Ah! 16 with these. Which is probably like more than I can actually make. We need 2 assemblers, 1 for rotors and 1 for reinforced iron plates. So, just go this way, nope, this way, this way. Okay. Now we go here, here, make some more. We wait. And we can make modular frames, which are even more advanced. And only 3 rotors, because we need more rods. And screws. Yeah. Yes, we have the something we need. The reinforced iron plates now. I have enough for the space elevator, but we're going to use that right away. Foundations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That didn't work. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So now we got 1, 2, 3. Which is the one we use the most. 4, 5, 6. Because this is what we use for ramping up. Let's realign ourselves. So north is like that. Oh, and then blah 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 goes all out. So now we have a decent production size thing where we can just hop down to our screws and not be able to get back up. Trust me, it gets bigger than that. I might have enough rotors now though. Plus side. Oh, we have plenty of rods now. Plenty of rods. And now we go up over this way. Let's see if we can even get back up on that rock. We can. That means we can't get back over to that one. And also take some fall damage. Which, trust me, we will stay that low for a while until we go exploring. Or have plenty of healing items, which are annoying to get and make. That doesn't run fast enough. And our thingy's back. What do we want now? Jump pads, not really. Kind of. Not really. Don't have the stuff for it, actually. We want that one eventually. Oh, we can make 9. Let's go. We're only gonna make 8, though. Because, yeah. There's no way in this game for you to progress. Actually, there is. Very boring way without crafting. And that's going around looking for crashed, wrecked ships. Okay. Put one there. Oh. One on this side. That way, we can have organization boxes on the ends like that. Go down, back. Okay, first of all, we gotta line this up. Okay, like a little bit back. Not we'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. I would say this one is more important. But we don't even, yeah, because we don't have any of that. Okay. And now we go here. And we can craft over 2,000 or 1,000 screws, which we will craft a bunch of because we need, like, I don't know, 10 constructors, which is barely anything. But right now that's a lot. So much, in fact, that it's going to be a while to get anywhere close. And we are just going to keep crafting. And crafting. And hopefully have enough iron plates, in fact. Which we do. And we don't know. There we go. Now we'll get 20 reinforced iron plates, which can turn into 10 constructors. We'll probably need more. But we will see. We will see. We actually might be able to make modular frames too, but what we're really trying to make, we can't make by hand. And we might not be actually have enough production for that. Now that I think about it. Oh, that didn't work. Just go over here. For some reason, farther away is better. Okay. We go like this. "30 iron plates per minute. 2. Organizational wise. can't afford. And this is where we might die. We don't. Don't worry, our health regens back up to 3. Okay. We're having some struggles here. So that's just crouch jumping, which my crouch button is C. And it just gives you really high up. Two. There we go. There's that. Okay, that segment is now done. 60 screws per minute plus 100. That is a problem. We'll get to that though. We'll just underbuild it for now. Well, actually we'll build it properly, but the belts will be underbuilt. Screws, actually. Let's bring this like one forward. Screws. Obviously more important and not annoying whatsoever. So that is actually 60. And luckily, I already said the ratio before. And we will use that elsewhere, most likely. Power. Yeah, our power network's not going to hold this. That's going to be a problem. Okay. So now we need 3 constructors that we can't afford. Luckily, it's wire this time, and not something related to screws or rods. Luckily. And shortcut where it doesn't even see the gas. Oh, or not. And now we take like 2 of those. Sadly, we can't restrict storages yet, like we can in most other factory games. Boink. Boink. That's too bad. Second try. And failed again. This way. We hit it. Fantastic. Okay. This might be too close. We'll see. Yeah, too close. Back at the... regrets. Except that our max consumption is now over the top of that. Okay. Screws. This should be yellow, yeah. These are 15, 30, 45. These two should take slightly over 45, or slightly under 45. These are only taking 20. Okay, maybe I'm going off of old things then, which is quite possible. So, that should 2 to 3. That's where I got it. 2 to 3. Got it. 5. So we will use that later on. Okay. Now, this takes 15, 30. 60. No, wait, yeah. 30, 60, 90. So, we will put splitters here. And here. And here. And here. And then go from here to here. Here to here. Here to here. Except not. Because our production can't hold up with it. So snip. 1, 2. Oh, actually, hold on. Could have been awkward. 5. Merger. Here. Ah, got it. You don't want to connect. You force you to connect. There we go. And now we will iron ingot, iron ingot, iron ingot. So we need a 60 and a 30 in bond. I am sorry, you are going to retire. Compensation. Take that. I know where to get the other iron from, but for now, we're taking this one for the 30 that we need. I know this is going to be too long, but you must hold on tightly. Okay. And okay. Waste of time, but it's alright. Or I will have to walk around again and autosave. Like I said, autosave. There we go. Okay, good. Go. Yeah. So we need to get. Maybe we'll get the rest of this set up, but we will see. So we go up here, go up this way, as I am absolutely failing this. Sometimes we have to be up there, sometimes we don't. Okay, now we need to make a portable miner, I think. Okay. And now we place it here. Go this way. And we go up this hill. We're gonna go up a jumpy hill. Now this should be fully up and running as soon as we connect the power and hopefully not break ours. Power network, that is. Not broken yet. Give it some time to warm up. Probably will happen. Like I said, give it some time. Take all of that. Because we are running out of meat, I think. Power peaked, and now we put that in here. Any moment, our power is going. power network up and running. Iron ore, nowhere to be seen. There it is. It's going to slowly make its way up to our first cement platform. Which is producing half of what we want it to at the moment. And also stealing all of our iron plates. And leaving 10 for us. So we'll get 10 per minute compared to whatever we're running down there. 60 per minute for iron rods. We'll have screw storage, we'll have iron plate storage, reinforced iron plates. It's coming, very slowly. As I trip and fall. Okay. Let's save the game. I think that is going to be all. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And see